Hello everyone, this is part 4 of What If Naruto Chose Hinata, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to share, and check out the playlist, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Join my membership, the perks are great. It's in the description. The next morning, Naruto awakened from his slumber, yawning and stretching his arms as high as they can go. Today is the day of the Valentine's Day festival, shouted Naruto as he jumped off of his bed and changed his clothes. Oh, Hinata is going to love the present I got her. He grinned as he looked at the wrapped present box. Time to go, he said to himself. He picked up the box and walked out of the door. Good morning, Naruto, came a voice behind Naruto after he stepped off of his last step. Kakashi-sensei, Naruto muttered as he turned to see his sensei standing there with a smile across his face. Why are you here? Hey, is that any way to greet someone in the morning, Naruto? Asked Kakashi with his same smile on his face. Well, in any case, I thought I'd treat Team 7 to breakfast today. Be at the Konoha breakfast shop in 5 minutes. Oh. And find Sai, too, and let him know. I'll find Yamato and Sakura. See ya then, said Kakashi with a quick wave of his hand and disappeared into a cloud of smoke. Kakashi is treating us to breakfast. Okay, well, it's time to find Sai, then, now where would he be? Naruto asked himself. He placed his hand up to his chin and began to think of Sai reading a book. The library. I'll check there first. In the library, Naruto scaled the aisles in search of Sai but to no avail. He's not here. Oh well, I'll just go to breakfast now, and tell them I couldn't find him, said the lazy Naruto as he placed his hands behind his head and walked to the Konoha breakfast shop. So Kakashi, to what do we owe this occasion? Said a smiling Yamato as he sat across from Kakashi at the breakfast shop. Oh, well, I figured you guys deserved it, said Kakashi rubbing the back of his head. Hiya guys, shouted Naruto as he walked in and sat down next to Yamato. So, what are we having? I'm starving. We haven't ordered yet, said Kakashi as he looked at Naruto then noticed something. Where's Sai? I couldn't find him. I don't know where he could be. He wasn't at the library and that is where he usually is at. By the way, where is Sakura-chan? Asked Naruto looking around. Here I am, said Sakura with a lower than normal voice tone walking into the shop and sitting down next to Kakashi. Sorry I'm late, everyone. Naruto smiled at the pink-headed ninja. Hey Sakura-chan. Happy Valentine's Day. Hey, Sakura, have you seen Sai anywhere? Asked Yamato. Suddenly, the happenings of the previous night of Sai getting kidnapped by Sasuke flashed into her mind. Nevertheless, she covered it up. No, I haven't seen him, either, lied Sakura. That's odd, where could he be? Asked Kakashi. He isn't usually hard to find. Sakura's heart began to beat fast and she began to sweat a little uneasily. Naruto looked over at her and looked on carefully. Ah, Sakura-chan, are you hot? You're sweating, said Naruto looking at her. Sakura snapped back to the present moment and looked at Naruto shockingly then calmed to a fake smile. Yay, kinda. Well, in any case, we should eat up. Soon it will be starting up the Valentine Day festival. We'll run into him sooner or later, suggested Kakashi as the waiters brought out the food. Yeah, time to eat, exclaimed Naruto as he began to chow down. Sakura's mind was still fixated on size K by Sasuke to the point where all she did to her food was eat it with her fork softly. Not hungry, Sakura? Asked Kakashi looking at Sakura's plate. Oh, no, just thinking, she said with a reassuring fake smile. After everyone finished eating, Kakashi, Yamato, Sakura and Naruto all proceeded onto the gates of the Konoha festival where everyone was gathered in waiting for Tsunade to make her opening Valentine's Day festival speech before the gates open. I wonder if Hinata got back from that mission, yet, said Naruto looking around the many crowded people for her. I can't wait to see her expression when I give her this ultimate Valentine's gift. Sakura stood there looking into space with the incident still on her mind and her Valentine's Day gift box in her hand. Hey, Sakura, came a voice. Sakura turned around and noticed Ino walking up to her. Hey there, Ino, said Sakura. Hey, have you seen Sai? I have this present for him but I haven't been able to find him, said Ino looking around while standing next to Sakura. Oh, no, I haven't seen him, said Sakura lying again. Oh, so you've been looking for him as well, Ino? Asked Kakashi walking up to both Kanoikis. Ino faced Kakashi, yeah, but I haven't been able to find him. I haven't seen him since he came into the flower shop the other day. I see. I have an idea, said Kakashi as he bit his thumb and performed hand seals. Kuchio's no jutsu. Summoning technique, he then placed his hand on the ground surface, summoning up all of his ninja dogs. Listen up. Sai is missing. I need you to locate him, said Kakashi to his nin dogs. Ah, that would be no problem but it would be easier if we had something to smell of his to track his scent, said Pakken, the head talking dog of the pack. Oh, I remember, he left this with me, said Ino as she pulled out Sai's drawing book that he left with her the other day. That'll work, said Kakashi as he nodded to Ino to let Pakken and the other dogs smell Sai's drawing book. Ino nodded and let the dog pack smell and sniff the drawing book. All right, we have a trail of his scent. We'll report back to you, Kakashi, once we discover his whereabouts, said Pakken as the dogs then scattered. Pakken and the other dogs are on the job, now, they'll find him for sure, said Yamato with a reassuring smile to Team 7. Suddenly, Tsunade walked out on the ledge and looked down onto everyone preparing to start her speech. Good morning all of Konoha. As you all know, today is Valentine's Day and as such, we are celebrating it by having this festival. As all of you know also, it is tradition in Konoha to give the one you admire a present. I see there are a lot of people who have presents. That's great to see. Well, be sure to wait for that special moment to hand them over and be sure to have fun, said Tsunade as she smiled upon the many people of Konoha. The doors to the festival began to open and everyone rushed in with a big grin upon their faces. Well, I will see you guys later. I'm off, said Kakashi as he puffed away with a cloud of smoke. Why does he always do that? What can't he ever just walk away, said Naruto as a joke with a laugh then looked at Sakura's facial expression. Ah, Sakura-chan. You don't look so good, are you alright? Naruto looked at Naruto and gave her same phony smile. Yeah, so what do you want to do first? Asked Sakura as she walked with Naruto. Well, I was looking for Hinata but I guess she didn't get back from her mission yet, said Naruto as he looked at the present he was holding. This is so cool, Sakura-chan. Today is a happy day. A great day that nothing can ruin, exclaimed Naruto walking with his head held high. Quote. Naruto, I need to tell you something about Sai, said Sakura holding her present and beginning to show signs of tears in her eyes. About Sai? Asked Naruto. Quote. I can't say it here. Follow me, said Sakura softly to Naruto as she grabbed his hand and led the way to a quiet place to confess. Unknowingly to Naruto, Hinata, just walking into the front gates, was looking for him holding a gift for him as well. Hey Hinata, do you see him yet? Asked Kiba to Hinata. No, maybe he didn't come, guessed Hinata. Oh he's here alright. I mean, Naruto wouldn't stay home on a day like today, said Kiba convincing her that Naruto was there. There he is, Hinata, said Shino pointing a finger to direct Hinata to him. Hinata looked into the direction that Shino pointed to and saw Naruto walking away from the crowd with Sakura. Hinata gave a smile as she began to walk after them slowly, all the while thinking on how Naruto's reaction will be to the present she got him while on her mission. Meanwhile, Sakura, while holding Naruto's hand still, led him away from the crowd and onto a high wooden shack. Once inside the wooden shack, Sakura let go of Naruto's hand and slowly turned her head away from him. Sakura-chan, said Naruto slowly looking at the back of her head while leaning slightly on the wall of that small shack. Naruto. Sakura slowly turned around to face him, her face wet from tears. Naruto's glare never turned away from her face. He remained silent and sad to see Sakura so troubled. Naruto. Sasuke Sai. What? Sasuke, said Naruto. When did this happen? I'm sorry. I couldn't stop him. I couldn't, said Sakura with overwhelming tears streaming down her face. Quote. Sakura-chan, don't worry about it, we'll get him back. I promise, said Naruto giving a thumbs up pose to Sakura to reassure her. Sakura looked at Naruto closely. It was that look again. That same look that he gave when he promised her to bring back Sasuke. Naruto, you're always there for me, said Sakura as her tears continued to fall. She continued to look at Naruto's smile as if things will be fine in no time and began to feel a little better. Trust me, Sakura-chan. Sakura took a hand and wiped her tears from her cheek, then suddenly lunged out to Naruto and embraced him in a loving hug. Naruto's eyes widened as the embrace took him by surprise. Sakura-chan, Naruto said slowly and lowly as Sakura burrowed her head snugly on his chest. Naruto slowly, to comfort her, slowly brought his arms around her. Meanwhile, Hinata made her way to the wood shack with a smile upon her face. I hope Naruto-kun likes this, she said to herself as she turned into the shack but quickly stepped back out of the shack after seeing the image of Naruto hugging Sakura against a wall. Hinata's heart began to beat fast and hard in her chest. Naruto-kun, she said in her mind as she slowly peeked around the corner and saw Naruto hugging Sakura. The image haunted her mind for that short amount of time and instantly made her smile fade to a depressing sad face. She looked at the present she was holding and began to cry slowly. Now depressed, Hinata placed the present with the tag labeled for Naruto on the outside of the shack and left with a broken heart. Sakura let go of Naruto and gave him a smile. Thank you, Naruto. No problem, now all we gotta do is find out where Sasuke took Sai. Any ideas? Asked Naruto. No. Maybe Pakken will find out soon. It's best just to wait until we hear from them and Kakashi, said Sakura analyzing. Yeah, in the meantime, let's go have some fun, said Naruto with a shout of excitement. Hey, where's Hinata? Asked Sakura. On a mission. I was hoping she'd be back by now, said Naruto. I have a present for her. The Valentine's Day festival went on from there as scheduled. The party lasted all day long and everyone was having a blast. Hours later, at night with a couple minutes before closing time for the festival, Naruto, eating cotton candy, walked along with Sakura laughing and talking. Today was one of the best days ever, shouted Naruto excitedly. I hope that Hinata will be back soon though. I really wanted to give her this present, said Naruto looking at the present in his hand. Hey, Naruto, came a voice shouting to Naruto. Naruto turned to face the person calling him. Hey Kiba, what's up? Said Naruto. Ah, nothing. Just been hanging out with Shino all day here, said Kiba with a smile. So how was your time with Hinata? Did you like the gift she got for you? What do you mean? She never came here, said Naruto a little confused. Yeah, she did. She tried to catch up with you when you were leaving up to the shack. You didn't see her? Asked Kiba. No, I didn't. Wait, the shack. Naruto quickly ran from Kiba and the others and jumped up to the shack that Sakura led him to earlier. Once there, Naruto looked around to see if he saw Hinata but to no avail. What's that? Naruto saw a present on the ground and he kneeled to pick it up then read the tag. To me. From Hinata, Naruto quickly tore open the package and gasped at what he found. It's a ticket to the ramen exhibit, shouted Naruto. I thought those tickets were sold out. They were said to be impossible to get, Naruto said to himself as he started to tear up from the present. Later that night, after the closing of the park, Naruto walked alone thinking about Hinata while holding the ticket and the present he had for her. He continued to walk when suddenly he saw someone that made him cheer up greatly. Hinata, he shouted out to her. She was walking home alone in the night as was just about everyone leaving from the festival. In the shadows of the night, Sasuke, unknowing to everyone, watched on at Naruto, waiting for a chance to begin phase 1 of Orochimaru's plans which called for Naruto. Hinata turned around slowly and saw Naruto. Naruto-kun, said Hinata slowly and depressingly sad. Hinata, I'm so glad I caught up to you. I wanted to give you this present all day long. Here, I hope you like it, said Naruto handing over the present in the moonlight. Starting to cheer up a little, Hinata took the present and opened to reveal the necklace she was eyeing before. Naruto-kun, said Hinata with a lost for words at the extravagant present. Hinata, I just want to say that I'm sorry I didn't get to spend time with you today, he said as he took the necklace from her softly to place it around her neck. Can I? Asked Naruto signaling to place the necklace on her himself. Giving a blush, Hinata nodded positively and lifted up her long hair as Naruto placed the necklace around her neck. Once on, Naruto backed up and looked how beautifully it shined in the moonlight on her. Suddenly, a voice came from a dark area close to them. Naruto, you will come with me, said the voice. Ha, who's there? Show yourself, shouted Naruto to the shadowy figure. From the shadows, Sasuke stepped out wearing his sound ninja attire. Sasuke, said Naruto. Naruto, Orochimaru needs you for his plans. Come with me. Fail to comply and I will have to take matters into my own hands by forcing you to come with me. Let's see you try, said Naruto with a snappy reply as he got in battle position leaving Hinata out of the battle area. HMPH. You asked for it, said Sasuke as he suddenly disappeared. Naruto began to look around for Sasuke but couldn't sense him. Show yourself Sasuke. Suddenly, a thud noise could be heard as if someone was just quickly struck. Too late, Naruto, said Sasuke from behind Naruto. Ha, what the? Yelled Naruto as he saw a knocked out Hinata under Sasuke's arms. Let her go, yelled Naruto, his anger building up quickly. If you want her back, come to the old haunted house where the first festival took place. Go to the 4th chamber floor. We'll be waiting there. Come alone or there will be unnecessary deaths. We'll be waiting, said Sasuke as he disappeared with a knocked out Hinata. Grr, Sasuke, yelled out Naruto as the Kyuubi's energy began to leak out from his anger. What? This is bad. So that's what happened to Sai, said Tsunade at her desk with her hand to her forehead. And now they have Hinata, said Kakashi thinking. I'm going, yelled Naruto as he turned and began to rush towards Tsunade's office door. Wait, Naruto. That's just what Orochimaru wants you to do. He figured that you would come when Sasuke Sai. Since you didn't, Tsunade kept on her sentence. They targeted the person closest to you, being Hinata Hyuga, Kakashi finishing Tsunade's sentence. It doesn't matter now. All that matters is getting Hinata and Sai back. And I'm going to do that tonight, said Naruto walking toward the door once more. Naruto, calm down. I know how you feel but if you go rushing in without some sort of plan, you'll be falling right into Orochimaru's plans, said Kakashi. Then what are we going to do? Said Naruto as he turned to face them once more. Well, from what Jiraiya told us, Orochimaru needs you in order to perform his resurrection jutsu. So, I think it's best if you stay out of this, Naruto, said Tsunade. What? Yelled Naruto in surprise. Don't worry. I will send Anbu to the location you told us where Sasuke said you should go. Tsunade said to Naruto leaning upward in her chair. No, I'm going. He took Sai and Hinata. If I don't go, he's just going to keep taking people until I do go. Next will probably be Sakura-chan. Then Konohamaru, said Naruto as he s his hand on the surface of Tsunade's desk. Tsunade took a deep breath. Fine, you can go. But I am only allowing you to go if you can find at least 2 team captains for this and 6 members. I think it is necessary for 2 team captains for this job, just in case you need extra help. As soon as you can recruit, you can move out. Alright, said Naruto then looked at his sensei with a smirk. Kakashi sensei. Fine, I guess I'll be your team captain, said Kakashi with a smile. Great, now I just need 6 members and another team captain, said Naruto as he began to think who he could recruit. Who else could we get? Suddenly, Guy came running into the Hokage office with Lee. Ha ha, I heard you were going on a mission that requires 2 captains. Guy said to Kakashi. Kakashi looked at Guy weirdly. How did you hear about it? We just said it 2 minutes ago. Guy looked back at Kakashi with a big smile. You'd be amazed what the power of youth can do, right Lee? Right, shouted Lee with respect to his sensei. Right, well, hey, now you have 2 captains, now we just need 6 members, said Kakashi to Naruto. Lee's eyes gave a twitch. Naruto-kun, I would like to help as well if I can. Naruto smiled and nodded to his bushy brow friend. Great, now we just need 5 inches. I'll go as well. It's been a while since last I helped you out, Naruto, came a familiar voice. Naruto looked over towards the doorway to see who said that. Kiba, shouted Naruto with a smile. Ha ha, I'm in. No one takes a teammate of mine and gets away with it, said Kiba with a fist. I'll go as well, came a voice behind Kiba. Kiba and Naruto turned and looked to see who volunteered. Shikamaru. I heard you were going on a rescue mission. I'll help as well, said Shikamaru. Kakashi turned toward Tsunade. How is everyone hearing about this? Was there an announcement or something that we missed? Whispered Kakashi to Tsunade. Tsunade shrugged as she was puzzled to how everyone was finding out about this. Okay, so we have Kakashi-sensei and Guy-sensei for team captain. Then there's me. And as for the 6 more members, we have Bushy Brows, Kiba and Shikamaru. That leaves 3 more people, analyzed Naruto. Whoa, shouted Kiba in surprise out of nowhere. Naruto jumped up in response to Kiba. What? He asked Kiba. Kiba's shocked face went to a devious smirk. I didn't know you could count, said Kiba, then started chuckling in humor. Tsunade couldn't help but chuckle at Kiba's joke as well. Shut up, Kiba. This is no time for jokes like that, shouted Naruto with a goofy rage to a laughing Kiba. Shikamaru rubbed his ears after hearing Naruto yelling, take it easy, Naruto, it was just a joke. Besides, we still need 3 more people. The quicker we find them, the quicker we can start the mission, said Shikamaru calmly. You're right, Shikamaru. So who should we recruit next? Hey, I'll go, came a voice from the door. Everyone turned to see who it was this time. Ino, you wanna go on this mission, too? But you don't even know the specifics of this mission, asked Shikamaru. Yeah, I do. It's a rescue mission, and I'd like to help. But that still leaves us with 2 more people to recruit, said Ino as she walked into the room. Kakashi leaned once again over to Tsunade. How does she know? Asked a weirded out Kakashi. Tsunade, once again, shrugged her shoulders as she was just as clueless as Kakashi. Suddenly, Sakura walked into the Hokage office. And if Ino Pig is going, then I'll go. Ino snickered at Sakura in a friendly rivalry way. Sakura-chan. That's great. Now we just need 1 more person, said Naruto getting excited. Suddenly, there was another voice at the door of the Hokage. I'll go, said a lower voice. Everyone turned and looked at the door and to their surprise, saw who was their last volunteer was. Gaara. Naruto walked up to Gaara and smiled. Gaara, what are you doing here? I couldn't get any cage work done. That woman, she is too loud and annoying to have as AS for this long, said Gaara in his usual slow tone. So I'm letting Kankuro and Temari order her around as punishment for making me have to leave to find some peace. I don't blame him. Anko is a loud person, indeed, said Tsunade with a smirk along with Shizune holding Tonton the pig. Anyways, I'll go on this mission of yours. Anything to K the boredom, said Gaara with his hands crossed. Naruto smiled big. Yes, this is great. Now the team is set. Finally. Didn't have to do much. Everyone mysteriously popped in and instantly knew about the mission, said Kakashi rubbing his head. Shizune started to laugh after seeing Kakashi and Tsunade's weirded out faces. Shizune, what is it? Asked Tsunade. Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but the reason everyone knows of the mission is because your elbow is on the intercom button. The loudspeaker is on. That is how everyone found out about it. Tsunade looked down at her elbow. It was holding down the intercom button as Shizune had said. Oh, said Tsunade with a goofy face. That explains it, said Kakashi shaking his head. Anyways, let's move out, team, said Kakashi and Guy at the same time. Right, yelled everyone and proceeded towards the door. As they walked towards the door, Naruto looked at everyone that volunteered, then looked at Shikamaru. Hey, Shikamaru. Shikamaru looked at Naruto. Why did you volunteer to help? I would have thought you would say it was too troublesome to be involved in, said Naruto. Shikamaru looked up at the roof of the building as they walked. Because, remember when you made that promise to Sakura, said Shikamaru waiting for Naruto's response. Yeah, I remember, said Naruto looking at the side of Shikamaru's face. As I said back then, I didn't even like Sasuke. Normally I wouldn't do anything for a guy like him, but he was a comrade of ours once. And I told you that I would help you keep your promise, so. Naruto walked listening silently still, so. Shikamaru looked at Naruto with a smirk of confidence. Let's go bring M home. Outside of the strange haunted housed entrance, the newly formed team stood ready for anything. Alright, let's go inside and finish this. said Naruto, getting pumped up, and ran toward the door with loads of energy. Naruto, hold up, shouted Kakashi, stopping Naruto from charging down the door. We don't know what is inside of there. We should really proceed with extreme caution. Kakashi-sensei's right, agreed Shikamaru. It's more than likely that you'll be running right into a trap by just charging in so carelessly. Naruto stopped his charge and turned to face the team. Okay, then what do you suppose we do then? We can't just stand outside this mansion all night. It's not like a portal or something is going to open right before our eyes, leading us to Orochimaru and the others, said Naruto sarcastically. Meanwhile, where am I? Said Sai, waking up from his unconsciousness. What is this place? Said Sai as he observed the scene of a dungeon-like gloomy room lit with a couple candles along the wall. He shook his head and continued to observe his surroundings. He noticed he was tied to a pole with very weird-feeling rope that was rather tightly tied. He continued to examine the rope, and it appeared to not be what he thought was a regular rope. They're not normal ropes, came a voice directed toward Sai. Sai turned his head and noticed that he wasn't alone. There, in the darkness along the wall, was Hinata tied to another pole. You're Hinata Hyuga, right? Asked Sai to Hinata. Yes, I was by Sasuke Uchiha. Suddenly, a evil chuckle approached the tied-up Sai and Hinata. A man slowly walked into their vision. You guys are finally awake, I see. I didn't think that sleep jutsu would keep you guys out for that long, said Kabuto, fixing his glasses upon his face. I remember you, subordinate to Orochimaru. Kabuto, said Sai with his normal face. Yes, I remember you as well. I made an info card on you. The one called Sai. Although I don't have much info on you, yet, you are quite the mysterious type, said Kabuto, holding up Sai's info card, then smirked. We were so sure that Naruto-kun would show after your capture. That proved to be an error in our initial plan. So you Hinata to make up for your error, said Sai as he struggled to get free. Yes, she seems to be very close to Naruto-kun. So we are certain he will show for her. Kabuto said, looking toward the long-haired Hyuga girl, then looked back at Sai. Oh. And I wouldn't struggle if I were you. Those ropes are not normal ropes. In fact, they're snakes that are binding you to the pillars. Sai and Hinata became surprised and shocked hearing about the snakes that were holding them. They are a special breed that can constrict for a very long time. In addition, they are venomous, very venomous. If you struggle, it will cause them to become alert and defensive. If that happens, they may bite you and inject venom into your system. Then I calculate you would have 20 minutes to get an antidote in your system. If not, you will said Kabuto, turning his back on them and walking away. Sai and Hinata become very nervous to their situation. Hinata, try to be as still as you can possibly be, said Sai, trying to think of a way out. Hinata slightly nodded her head as sweat began to form and drip from her forehead. There has to be a way out of this situation, said Sai to himself while the venom snake slithering against his body. In another chamber. So, I see he has finally arrived, said Orochimaru to the approaching Kabuto. Yes, I calculated him coming alone, though. Ya know, with his statistics of being ruled by his temper and whatnot. Orochimaru chuckled evilly, I have taken precautions for this. I knew that Tsunade and Jiraiya wouldn't let him come alone. Precautions. I have prepared something special for his friends to deal with while we get that QB energy, said Orochimaru in a low evil tone. I see. They are at the main doors. Shall we open them for them? Said Kabuto. No. Open the Nexus portal. That will lead him to the first chambers and will separate Naruto from his friends. As you wish, said Kabuto as he performed a strange jutsu. Ninpo, Nexus Path Jutsu, said Kabuto. Orochimaru gave a evil laughter. It's close, the destruction of Konoha, I can feel it. Back outside the haunted building. 5 seconds after Naruto said the comment about a portal opening up randomly, suddenly, a red and black swirly portal opened behind Naruto. Naruto turned around and to his surprise, saw a portal. This is Orochimaru's doing, said Kakashi as he observed the portal. That's the Nexus portal. If you go inside, it will lead you to the inner chambers of the haunted house. Orochimaru must have summoned it, said Tsunade walking up behind the team. But why would he open a portal for us, though? Asked Ino. That's easy. He wants us to enter, analyzed Shikamaru. But if it leads us inside to the inner chambers, then we shouldn't let it go to waste. Then let's go, shouted Naruto as he began to walk toward the portal. You're going to need a mode of transportation. Before you make it to the chambers, you will have to journey through the inner dimensions of this nexus, which is most likely be trapped, said Tsunade. But why would he be trap our way to the inner chamber? Asked Sakura. Seems to me that this nexus thing was designed to get rid of us, only allowing Naruto to pass, said Kiba. That's exactly it. It's Naruto that Orochimaru wants, so the B-traps won't target him in fear of K or injuring him, said Tsunade. Jiraiya and I have been through this nexus inner dimension path. If you walk, it'll take a good 48 hours to get through it and make it to the other side to the chambers. 2 days, said Kakashi thinking. I still don't understand this whole nexus thing. Why don't we just go through the doors? And what exactly is inside of this nexus thing? Is it another village or something? Said Naruto confused. Shikamaru walked over to Naruto. Here, I'll explain it a little easier for you, he said. It's like that tunnel of destined love ride. You start on the outside of it, in the front, with your destination being the other side of the tunnel. To make it to the other side, you have to go through the tunnel. This nexus portal is like that. You can't get to the other side unless you pass through the nexus. And since the nexus formed inches off of the doors, we can't enter through them. Tsunade went on to explain the rest to Naruto. For Shikamaru, it's not a village inside. It's a vortex actually, but it has traps set for everyone except you. Although, the vortex can be changed by Orochimaru to a scenery of any location. For example, it'll start out white and void once you enter, but Orochimaru can change the vortex into a place, like the mountains or even the moon if he wants to. Of course you won't actually be on the moon, it'll just feel like it because of the vortex's property changes. Oh, I get it now, said Naruto. So, what are we going to do? If we walked, it will take us 2 days, asked Rock Lee. That is where I come in, said Tsunade with a smirk. Oh no, you don't mean, said Kakashi, having a feeling what she was going to offer them. Yep, you'll have to use my extreme bumper cars. With those, it'll take you about 2 to 4 hours tops to get there, said Tsunade. Alright, that's a lot better than 2 days. Let's go, shouted Naruto. Here, you'll need these, said Tsunade as she threw everyone a key. These will turn on your extreme bumper car. Naruto caught his key and smirked. Yes, let's go, said Naruto as he ran to Tsunade's extreme bumper car ride and jumped into the number 5 orange bumper car, then placed the key in and turned it on. Soon after, everyone followed suit. Rock Lee jumped into the green number 1 car. Sakura jumped into the pink number 2 car. Ino jumped into the purple number 3 car. Kiba jumped into the gray number 4 car, with the giant size Akamaru sitting on the back weighing the car down some. Gaara jumped into the red number 6 car. Kakashi jumped into the blue number 7 car. Shikamaru jumped into the black number 8 car. And lastly, Guy jumped into the dark green number 9 car, then looked at Kakashi. Hey Kakashi, let's race. First one to the end of the nexus wins. If I lose, I have to do 100,000 push-ups with one finger. Kakashi looked at Guy with a weirded look. Maybe some other time. Shikamaru slowly started his car and looked over to Kakashi and Guy. Hey, I think we should assign teams before we go into the nexus zone. That's a good idea, Shikamaru, said Kakashi. To balance out the teams, I have formed them. On your team, Kakashi-sensei, will be Naruto, Sakura, and Gaara. Shikamaru then looked at Guy, and on your team, Guy-sensei, will be Lee, Ino, Kiba and me. Got it, said Guy, then he threw everyone a walkie-talkie. These will keep us in touch. Be careful, said Tsunade, waving at them. Naruto and the others gave a reassuring nod. Oh, I think I should tell you guys that it is not necessary to press hard on the gas pedal, said Kakashi. Remember his last time riding an extreme bumper car. But before heeding Kakashi's words, Naruto thrusted his foot down forcibly on the gas and suddenly shot him quickly into the nexus, with him screaming from it going so fast. Everyone looked on the screeching path Naruto's car left on the ground from him moving so fast. Even Gaara was surprised. He won't have to worry about S from B traps if he continues driving like that, said Gaara as he pressed lightly on the gas and went in after the goofy screaming Naruto into the nexus. Tried to warn him, said Kakashi as everyone else drove into the Nexus, leaving Tsunade behind, shaking her head with a laugh as she could still hear Naruto's goofy screams from it going fast. I hope they will succeed, said Tsunade to herself as she watched the Nexus portal close behind the team while still hearing Naruto's girly scream echo starting to fade. Journeying through the Nexus zone, Naruto and company continued through the white voided zone, driving their bumper cars at a steady rate. The Nexus zone was as white and void as ever, there had been no changes nor B-traps sprung as of yet for the 10 minutes they've been traveling. Naruto, also, seemed to gain control of his bumper car finally. Kiba drove up to Naruto and rode alongside him. So Naruto, seems you finally got the hang of driving. Naruto chuckled, he no sweat. I just pressed too hard on the pedal is all, and it caught me by surprise, said Naruto, taking one hand off the wheel and rubbing it through his hair and chuckling. Well, you know, if you would just wait and listen once in a while you wouldn't have been screaming like an idiot, said Sakura, passing him up. He wouldn't have looked like one, either, said Gaara in his normal low tone as he passed him up as well, leaving Naruto with a goofy depressed look on his face from being called an idiot twice in the same insult. All the while, Rock Lee drove his bumper car alongside Guy, Kakashi and Shikamaru. Guy looked over at Kakashi and gave a grin. Kakashi, feeling that Guy was looking at him with one of his, "I'm about to challenge you to a meaningless event," turned to look at Guy. Something wrong? Guy asked Kakashi with her innocent face. Guy chuckled, "Nothing at all, my worthy rival. What is the game plan for when we reach the end of the Nexus zone?" Well, I haven't thought that far, said Kakashi looking upward. I'm thinking we could split up using the teams that Shikamaru constructed and do a search party in the chamber. Looks like my calculations were off once again. I didn't expect him to drive through the Nexus zone, said Kabuto. Let's change the scenery of the Nexus zone to something more challenging, said Orochimaru to Kabuto as they observed Naruto and company through a portal opening. Alright, let's see if they can handle the stormy mountain top regions, said Kabuto as he performed some hand seals to change the Nexus's appearance and area to a stormy mountain region. I may also have a way of getting rid of everyone in a more sufficient way, Orochimaru-sama, said Kabuto with a smirk. And what would that be? Said Orochimaru. There's a 78% chance that they are thinking that we are not going to target Naruto-kun in worry of him before we can use him. So, in a reverse psychological sense, we should target Naruto-kun. By doing that, I'm sure the others will aid him in any way they can. Thus, making them use up the chakra and getting them tired and weary for if they get to the other side of the Nexus, said Kabuto. Not bad, Kabuto. You've really thought this through. Fine, let's proceed with the plans. Make sure to change the Nexus's area every so often. We have to give our guests a challenge after all. Konoha will be destroyed soon enough, said Orochimaru, chuckling evilly. Back in the Nexus zone. The team continued on through the void Nexus zone when suddenly the white space of the zone began to change to a rocky mountainous area with lightning striking at the ground. What's going on? We're at the mountains now, asked Naruto. Orochimaru changed the Nexus zone properties. Be careful everyone, shouted Kakashi. Rock Lee looked at the rocky path they were now driving on, then looked down and noticed that they were driving on the side cliff of a mountain, very high up. Suddenly, lightning struck in front of Naruto's car, which made him swerve off to the side. Thinking quickly, Naruto turned his wheel and regained control. Phew, that was close. I almost fell off this mountain, said Naruto, continuing to drive. Suddenly, lightning began to rapidly strike all over the mountain they were on. Evasive manwevers everyone, shouted Guy into the walkie-talkies. Everyone began to swerve and drift out of the way of the lightning bolts as best as they could, but the lightning bolts continued to rain upon them. Naruto having the most trouble with his lack of driving know-how. Darn it, said Naruto, still dodging lightning. Shikamaru continued to slide his car and dodge the lightning while looking over to see Gaara, Lee, Ino and Kiba having little trouble dodging. This has become quite troublesome, said Shikamaru. Just when things couldn't get worse, a lightning bolt shot down and grazed the front of Kiba's car, making it circle and swerve out of control with Akamaru on the back holding on, trying not to fall off. Kiba, shouted Naruto as he forgot about dodging lightning for the moment and drove as close to Kiba as he could, then reached over to try and grab him. Kiba, grab on, shouted Naruto. Kiba, with one hand, tried to grab Naruto's hand but to no avail. Naruto, reach further, shouted Kiba. His car began to slip to the edge of the mountainous trail and, with Akamaru on the back, slipped further and further away from Naruto's car and hand. Another lightning bolt then suddenly shot down, as if on purpose, in between Naruto and Kiba, making Kiba's car fall off the edge. No, Kiba, shouted Naruto as he looked down the mountain for Kiba and Akamaru but had fallen too far down to be seen, but an explosion could be heard from his car supposedly crashing to the ground far below. Then, as if on cue, another lightning bolt shot down right in front of Naruto's car, making him quickly dodge off to the side. This troublesome lightning, thought Naruto as he wanted to go back to see if Kiba was alright. Naruto, shouted Kakashi quickly driving up alongside Naruto. Kakashi-sensei, shouted Naruto in response when he was quickly interrupted with another lightning bolt, but this time, it was going to directly hit Naruto. Naruto looked up and became surprised and shocked that he was about to be hit this time and couldn't avoid it. Thinking quickly, Kakashi formed a set of hand seals, then jumped up out of his bumper car, making it drive off the mountain and exploding on contact with the ground below. In the air, Kakashi quickly placed his hands together, Raikiri. Lightning blade, shouted Kakashi as he landing on the hood of Naruto's bumper car and directed his Raikiri jutsu upward to the bolt and making contact with it, splitting the huge lightning bolt in half and away from both him and Naruto. That was a close one, said Naruto as he continued to drive and caught up with the others with Kakashi riding on top of the hood as if he was surfing the ocean waves. Kakashi-sensei, Kiba, he's alright, said Kakashi not bothering to turn around when suddenly, Kiba riding on Akamaru's back, came up behind Naruto's car. Hey Naruto, next time, reach out further. I could have said Kiba with a smirk riding the big Akamaru. Naruto smirked back to his friend and gave a confident snicker to the remark as they finally caught up the everyone. In the chamber, Sai continued to think of possible ways of getting out of the trap that they were in, hummed Sai lightly. Hinata looking up and at Sai, are you alright? Asked Hinata. I think I might know how to get out of here. It's risky though. Very risky, said Sai sweating. What is it? Asked Hinata nicely as always. These ropes are nothing but snakes. If I remember right, if a snake feels threatened, it'll attack. All I need to do is produce that feeling of threat to your snake toward me. That may very well be the only way out of this. Quote. What? Said Hinata shocked to hear what she was hearing him say. That way, your snake will leave you unbound and will come after me as well as my snake. That will give you a time span of about 3 seconds to attack them both while their attention is on me. 3 seconds, said Hinata worried if she could do such a task. Alright, let's try it, she said with confidence. Sai gave a nod and prepared his ink from his palette. Later, back in the Nexus Zone. How long have we been going so far? Asked Ino. It's been about an hour and a half now, answered Rock Lee. Hey, look there, pointed Naruto to the far-off distance at what looks like a red and black swirly object. That looks like the end of the Nexus Zone, said Gaara finishing Naruto's statement. Almost there, said Sakura with a glad facial expression. Alright, let's go, shouted Naruto excitedly, forgetting that Kakashi was still surfing on the hood of his car. Kakashi suddenly became worried. Naruto. Don't, shouted Kakashi as he felt that Naruto's excitement was going to make him do something. Hold on Kakashi-sensei, shouted Naruto as he stomped down on the gas pedal like before and shot his car super fast toward the end portal of the Nexus, that suddenly thrust in speed making Kakashi fly off the hood of the car. Quickly reacting, Kakashi reached his hand after being thrown off the hood and caught the back trunk of the bumper car and hung on as his legs swung freely behind. Guy, seeing Naruto speed off with Kakashi hanging onto the back of the car, grinned. Ha ha, that's the spirit. Let your youth explode, shouted Guy as he, too, pressed hard on the gas and shot quickly after them toward the Nexus's end. Following soon after, the rest made it to the end of the Nexus and went through. The end of the Nexus portal took the team of shinobis to a dark hall within, what looked like a castle dungeon chamber hall lit slightly with candles. Everyone stopped the cars and jumped out. Kiba jumped off Akamaru and walked up to the rest. The room was big and had 4 long hallways leading different ways. 4 different ways to go, analyzed Shikamaru. I wonder where they lead to, said Sakura standing next to Ino. We'll split up. That way, we can cover more ground that way, said Kakashi thinking. Naruto, you and Sakura go that way, said Kakashi forming the mini-teams and pointing them to the way they should go. Shikamaru, you, Ino and Kiba go that way, as he pointed to another way. Gaara, you and Lee go that way. And Kakashi and I will take the last passageway. Remember guys, if you come across Orochimaru or Sai and Hinata, radio back and alert us, informed Guy. Okay, everyone knows their mission. Now, let's go, said Kakashi to everyone. And with that, they all separated as Kakashi ordered. Naruto and Sakura walked down the east path. Lee and Gaara walked down the north path. Shikamaru, Kiba and Ino walked down the south path. And Kakashi and Guy walked down the west path. I'm almost there, don't worry Hinata and Sai, we're coming, and we're coming for you too. Sasuke, said Naruto in his mind as they reached the chamber doors. In Orochimaru's chamber, they have reached the end of the nexus and are split up now. Each about to go into a different chamber. Luckily, Naruto-kun and Sakura Haruno are about to enter chamber 4, said Kabuto with a smirk. Orochimaru gave a evil chuckle, the fourth chamber. The chamber of regressed memories. That will be a lot of fun for Sasuke as well, said Orochimaru smirking. Suddenly, Sasuke walked into the chamber. Sasuke-kun. Naruto-kun and Sakura-san are entering the fourth chamber, said Kabuto to Sasuke. HMPH, Sasuke slowly turned around and began to walk to where Naruto and Sakura were going. He's on his way there now, Orochimaru-sama. Orochimaru laughed evilly. Excellent, this will be interesting indeed, said Orochimaru. Naruto and Sakura walked down the gloomy hallway that was directed of them from Kakashi. They looked around as they walked and saw candles giving some illumination down by the chamber doors. Upon reaching the doors, Naruto and Sakura looked at each other then back at the doors. Well, let's see what's in there, said Naruto as he grabbed the bulky chamber door's handle and pulled it open slowly. Right, said Sakura as Naruto opened the doors widely. Once the doors were open, Naruto and Sakura walked in with caution. The room was dark, there were no candles or any form of illumination at all. It's dark in here. I can't see a thing, said Naruto. Sakura motioned her hands to feel around but it didn't help much. Naruto motioned his hands the same as Sakura but still it wasn't any help. Suddenly, a flashing white light flooded the room in an instant flash. What the? Yelled Naruto as the light continued to increase. I don't know. It's getting too bright, yelled Sakura back to Naruto. The light became totally overpowering and the mysterious white light engulfed Naruto and Sakura into an unknown fate. At the other chamber door, Shikamaru, Ino and Kiba continued walking and finally reached their hallway's chamber door. Ino looked on at the evil foreshadowing door. I wonder what's in there. Well, only one way to find out, said Kiba as he and Shikamaru began opening the doors. Once opened, they slowly walked inside. Oh my goodness, said Ino, putting her hands up to her mouth from the shock of what she was seeing. So, the Nexus failed to kill you guys off, came a voice from the far dark corner of the chamber. Orochimaru-sama wouldn't like it for you guys to go and free these people. Shikamaru, Ino, Kiba and Akamaru all jumped together and got into fighting position in front of Kabuto. As if I give a damn what Orochimaru wants, said Kiba flicking off Kabuto as Akamaru barked. Kabuto chuckled, now. Was that necessary? You should really be more respectful. What are you doing with these people? Asked Ino angrily. I could tell you, but what would be the fun in that? How about this? Let's make a deal, said Kabuto fixing his glasses upon his face. What kind of deal? Asked Shikamaru. Kabuto chuckled once more, if you manage to beat me in a fight, I'll tell you. But, if I beat you guys, you will all become one of them, said Kabuto as he pointed to the S-looking people in the jail C. Quote. Where you will stay for the rest of your lives. Kiba grinned with confidence, 4-on-1. You're okay with a handicap fight. Seems to me that someone here is a little conceited. Kabuto kept his smirk, I'm not conceited. Actually I'm far from it. I just have enough knowledge to know my odds and chances. So, enough with the talking. Let's begin, said Kabuto getting into a battle-ready stance of his own. Kiba leaned his head slightly over to Shikamaru and Ino. Think we can take, asked Kiba. We should be able to, said Ino as she placed her hand in her bag and grabbed a shuriken and got ready. Let's not waste too much time here, said Shikamaru as he formed a hand seal. Kabuto looked on at the three and Akamaru and smirked evilly. At the other chamber door, Gaara and Lee both made it to the door. Let's go in, said Lee to Gaara. Gaara nodded slightly and Lee opened the doors. Walking inside, Gaara and Lee looked around. This chamber appeared to be nothing more than just an average-size room with nothing inside. There's nothing here, said Lee looking around. Something's not right, said Gaara. Suddenly, the chamber doors quickly and mysteriously closed behind them, closing them in the room. Surprised, both Gaara and Lee ran to the doors and tried to open them but to no avail. It's not use. We're trapped in here, said Gaara backing away from the door and going to examine the walls some. Most suspicious, said Lee as he walked to the other side of the chamber and examined everything. Suddenly, a trap door opened up on the side of the chamber. Seeing this, Lee and Gaara jumped back far from the wall. From the trap door, great amounts of senbon and shuriken began to fire and shoot out at Gaara and Lee seemingly endlessly. Quick, get behind me, said Gaara to Lee seeing the shurikens and needles coming. Lee quickly flipped behind Gaara. The needles and shuriken drew nearer. Gaara, quickly, motioned his hands and made sand come up from the ground instantly, blocking the rain of throwing projectiles. After 5 minutes, the needles and shuriken stopped. Gaara, noticing this, put down his sand guard. Lee walked from behind Gaara and stood aside of him. Well, looks like the worst is over. We are safe for now, said Lee. Suddenly, water began to flood into the chamber from the sides of the wall. You were saying, said Gaara as the water began to rise at a steady pace. They are going to try and drown us, said Lee. What are we going to do now? In the last chamber, Guy and Kakashi wasted no time opening the door and walking inside. Stay sharp, Guy, advised Kakashi. No problem, said Guy as he looked around the chamber and saw nothing. Suddenly, a wall suddenly formed in between Guy and Kakashi, separating them from each other. Kakashi, called Guy. I'm still here. It seems that want us separated, said Kakashi thinking when suddenly, a clone of Guy formed on Kakashi's side of the chamber and a Kakashi clone formed on Guy's side. What's going on? Asked Guy. I don't know, said Kakashi to Guy on the other side. A clone of you just formed on this side. Same thing happened on this side. A clone of you formed, said Guy. Well, this is strange indeed, said Guy as he got close to the Kakashi clone and examined it. Suddenly, the Guy clone charged toward Kakashi. The Kakashi clone suddenly threw a punch at Guy. The two started to fight the clones of each other. So this is the trap, said Guy. I have to fight a clone of my greatest rival. I don't mind it, said a grinning Guy fighting with the Kakashi clone. This is just to keep us busy and to keep us from the others, yelled Kakashi over to the other side where Guy was while fighting the Guy clone. In the chamber where Naruto and Sakura were, Naruto slowly came into consciousness. He was face first on the ground and was now waking up, but he didn't feel the same. Actually, he felt funny. Where am I? Asked Naruto to himself as he slowly got to his feet and looked around. To his surprise, he was no longer in the chamber. He had somehow got to the Valley of the End. How did I get here? Said Naruto. Then something else surprised him. He was in Kyuubi Chakra Tail level 1 and was back to being a younger kid again wearing his blue and orange attire. What's going on here? It's as if I went back in time or something. No, you didn't go back in time, came a voice. Naruto looked around. He recognized that voice. Sasuke. Just then, Sasuke, in his Curse Seal level 2 mode, walked up to Naruto from his side. Naruto turned to face him. What's going on? Shouted Naruto. And where is Sakura-chan? She's still unconscious over there, said Sasuke as he pointed to an unconscious younger Sakura on the ground on the other side of the river. Naruto looked at Sasuke's face. How did we get here? How did we go back in time? Asked Naruto. Sasuke gave a chuckle. We didn't go back in time. This is the effect of the fourth chamber. The chamber of regressed memories, designed to take whoever that enters within the chamber to the moment in their life that they wish they could redo over again the most, said Sasuke. I see. So that chamber has allowed me another chance to beat you and take you back to Konoha. said Naruto with his QB-influenced face. HMPH, one problem, you couldn't beat me then and you won't beat me now, said Sasuke with an evil smirk. I have one question. If I beat you, here, will that change the future? Would that mean that you would have gone back to Konoha? Asked Naruto. Sasuke looked at the QB level 1 Naruto. Yes. That is one thing about this chamber that makes it so special. The future will be changed and none of this will have ever happened. That is, if you can manage to beat me, said AY level 2 Sasuke getting into battle position. If that's the case, then I will definitely win this time around. Believe it, said QB Naruto level 1 getting into a battle stance of his own, both staring each other down and getting ready to redo the determining fight to see if the future will be changed. That will be all for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below for more videos. Goodbye.